quite a bit, but for this one, it's definitely a more diva map.
We'll start pushing forward here. Sayaplayer having to use that recall very early as he goes low on the Tracer. So far, just everybody going to be dashing around, trying to get some damage in, but no picks coming through. As they say, that Alpha does go down as Effect finishes them off, but both the Winstons will be taken out as Libero finds Cocco. Back and forth here, Sayaplayer trying to get rid of this baby diva as Mickie gets popped out. Will be able to finish him off, but still, trade back coming through from the side of EnVyUs as well, getting rid of Libero. As they start making their way onto the point, unlocked, and EnVyUs is posturing forward. Should be able to get this first cap. Let's get completed. We'll see how long they can hold on to this.
Yeah, it looks like Sayaplayer might just thing that they have in their arsenal to try to retake, but if EnVyUs just plays defensively, they'll get an advantage. Already Hoon's out, Alpha, no tanks.
Yeah, Nuss using that Transcendence will be matched here by Chips, just trying to keep everybody topped off, and Hoon has already died alongside Alpha and Libero. The DPS going to be severely limited. Sayaplayer throws out that last-ditch pulse bomb, won't find a stick, and that is going to be Village very swiftly, 100% to 0 over to Envy.
Well, hey, it's real. No Orisa support for this, though. Just going to be Cocco perhaps dropping a few barriers. They're going to control this first fight with it. At least that's the idea.
Well, the turn's already going to go down as Libero cuts his way through that. Mickie and Effect both falling, but the trade backs coming through very heavily in favor of Envy as almost a team wipe completed as Kris will go down. Nuss, the sole remaining member, up on the flank on the high ground. Will be trying to retreat, duking out with Chips there. As you can see, he goes low, but he's just going to jump off.
Wanted to force that molten core, but it cost them precious time.
Oh, really good defense there, keeping Chips alive, but Taimou goes down on the other side of the fight. Sound barrier down here from the side of Athena as they keep pushing forward. Double Transcendence out from both of these Zenyatas, and the Primal Rage coming through here from Alpha, just trying to smack people out of it so they can actually get taken down. And he's doing just that. Chips and HarryHook both falling, Effect going low, and now it's into overtime, back over onto the point where Cocco and Mickie are desperately trying to create time here for the rest of the squad to get there. They're knocked off. Cocco coming back in. Primal Rage as he's low on HP. Has to leap back out. Effect tagging in, just keeping this clock running. But the rest of the squad, still several members respawning here. And Meta Athena might just have it. HarryHook boot back, leap back in here from Cocco as Chips swaps over onto that Sombra. They're trying to buy even more time, but the double kill comes through. Sombra and Lucio get taken down. And Meta Athena looking for those initiating picks. EnVyUs very much sticking with the same comp that we saw over on Village. As Chips is just being fully protected out by Mickie, playing bodyguard duty with that defense matrix. Meantime, Nuss, Alpha both go down. Chips finally gets cut through by Libero, and he has Taimou as well, dashes through to get that kill. So 2 picked up by the Genji. But EnVyUs still with a man advantage, starting to get that cap coming through as Mickie postures up onto the point.
Yeah, Mickie just doing what he can to try to grab this. Alpha will dive in to get the mech destroyed, but he's going to pay for it with his life. Or actually will not. Does escape, knocks the mech down. Looks like it's going to be a flip, quote unquote. It's not captured yet, but control will be taken here, at least temporarily, by Meta Athena.
They're off it for a second, so the cap almost actually came through. Pulse bomb thrown out, not quite going to find anything other than the knockout from the mech. So Hoon going to be in that baby diva form as Effect still dashes through, trying to keep himself alive. Holds onto the recall for so long, and will stay alive in the end. Actually finishes off Alpha as well, even without the Discord Orb. So EnVyUs putting up one hell of a fight to try to get this first cap. Libero drawing out that Dragon Blade, tries to get the kill on the Chips. One final swipe, will take him out, finds the double as both supports get taken down, but Cocco is there to clean up house, gets rid of that Genji. But now, with no supports, EnVyUs try to kite back off the point. They will.
Actually being targeted down here by Effect. Doesn't find him, but looks for Nuss. Soundbear is forced by this, actually.
He almost finds him, and he might still go down in the end. He does. Effect comes up with the kill all the same. Alpha now jumping around with the Primal Rage, just trying to get these smack offs. Does find 2, finds several. Mickie goes flying off the map. Alpha,
easy.
You can see popping off in the booth. Hyped after that play, and he damn well should be.
I mean, that's a rage face for a Primal Rage. If I've ever seen it, that's going to be the map for Meta Athena. They take it.
All on the back of Alpha with that one play. They get the retake just
here. Having this hit scan for the counter. Good Violet Grenade going to put him out of the fight from a nice shot there on the Sayaplayer, however.
Yeah, but HarryHook still went down, couldn't save his life in time, so they are without that Lucio. So now a lot of pressure on the back of Chips to keep his team popped off. Taimou trying to find these last hits, does help get the kill as Effect is there on that high ground to help take down Libero. So they get rid of the para. The pharmacy comp has been dismantled, and that's going to be a very swift first cap coming through for Envy. So really, only the delay of having Taimou go back to swap to the McCree
Set again, using so much to try to secure this. They have no ults available, so this is a great time for Athena to try to catch up in terms of time.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna get anything there. Effect now, finishing off Nuss, and Taimou just getting leapt on. Kites back and keeps himself alive in the end. Helix Rocket's not going to find Sayaplayer, but he's still dangerously low. Can't threaten the back line and will be taken out off screen. Taimou finishing off Kris here on top of the payload. Hoon will get popped out. He will go down, and that will be the completion on point B. 4 minutes, 8 seconds for EnVyUs to get to point C.
Got so many. Primal Rage, there's no way Athena stops this, right? I mean, they just don't have the tools. Self-destruct gonna be first, immediately kills Alpha as he darts in.
Dead in midair, and that's gonna be the attack visor out here from Taimou, firing away, helps pop out Hoon. Dragon Blade drawn out as Libero goes in the back line, trying to finish him off, but he's gonna be taken down. That's the completion for EnVyUs. 2 minutes, 48 seconds on the clock.
Look for another way to come in here. Immediately found, though, by Mickie. That defense matrix just absorbed so much damage. Regardless, though, may get knocked out of the mech. Already Hoon is out of the picture.
You find Cocco, so trading back on a tank. Sayaplayer goes in deep, gets hit by that biotic grenade, has to kite out, but HarryHook and Chips have gone down, so now there's no support available here for EnVyUs. It's just Mickie and Taimou as Cocco comes back in on the respawn, but Athena piling in onto the point will have that first tick. EnVyUs, do they want to go for a final contest? They're starting to push their way up and around the corner. Looks like the answer might be yes as Mickie does come in, but he's targeted out immediately.
They have so many ults almost ready, but not quite there yet. Mickie is out of the mech already, and I think that might just seal the deal here. Although they do commit Cocco's Primal Rage here, but nothing to pair with it. Taimou's going to have an EMP, but they just don't have the damage. Looks like it's just going to be an EMP and swap here from Taimou.
No, he doesn't even throw it out. He knows that he's just going to be dead the rights as soon as he goes in, so he holds on to it. They try to stave off as long as possible. Point B. That player just looking to flank, chip out these backline members where he can. Self-destruct, not going to find anything here for Mickie. Just zone them off the payload, stops it moving for a little bit longer, but Chips and Harry have both gone down. Alpha coming up with a double kill on the supports, and now Cocco dead. The front line of Envy being brutalized as Mickie is about to be popped out of that mech. Taimou tries to keep himself alive, kiting back very dangerously low on the Sombra, so can't really set up for an EMP yet for the rest of his team to capitalize on.
So much more sustained once the healers are gone. Sayaplayer is just doing a ton of extra damage. Alpha's there always for the secured kills. Whenever Sayaplayer leaves to heal up, that's when Alpha goes in to finish off the kills. So 2 minutes of time, really.
It's not going to be a nano boost to go with it. Chips is very dangerously swapped over to the Zenyatta on this final push with just meters to go, trying to desperately build up for that Transcendence. Taimou does pop that tack visor as the Discord Orb comes through in onto Alpha. Will go low enough to be taken down with the help of Mickie. Now Libero maybe going to be the target. Chips getting jumped onto the backside, gets taken out by Kris, and the sound barrier comes down here from Athena. They want this to be the final push. Mickie is contesting the payload, sneaking around the back in that baby diva form, but will be found out, will be taken down, and now it's on effect. Has to recall
Dragon
right
Blade's
off
ready.
the bat as he dangerously goes low. Taimou gets cut down as Libero has the Dragon Blade, as you say, but nobody's there to contest. And Athena will get the completion.
Favor here in terms of the time. Sayaplayer already trickling the health pool down of effect.
Yeah, and you can see here Taimou, seeing that the Hog's not working, swaps over to the McCree to try to get something done, but HarryHook off the bat's going to be the first one that goes down to hit Chips. Follows suit as they do find Nuss and Kris, so both supports on either side are dead. Taimou finds the kill on the Sayaplayer, but gets traded by Libero, who is dangerously low, trying to finish off effect as he only has 5 HP remaining.
That was
rages
insane.
out from both of these Winstons, now fighting it onto the point as we go into overtime. The first tick has been found here by EnVyUs, forcing a 66% for Athena on the attack, but can they get more and force the full cap? That's what EnVyUs desperately needs right now. That's the 100% that will be required, and maybe they just find it. Maybe they can actually get this payload rolling.
That they will, so payload's moving. Taimou would be impossible for Athena to push this far. EnVyUs with an unheard of push.
Yeah, this is just kind of nullifying all of that. You can see Taimou getting jumped on there. The bubble comes down, so no Deadeye kills coming out. Chips is actually going to go down. Libero pop it off with the Nano Blade. Finds 3 off the bat. Can he get more? Cuts his way through Mickey's mech. Should be able to finish him off in the end, and that might just be the halt on the push right there. Unless Cocco can do some serious work, but he's already so very low. He'll get finished off. But Envy, against the odds, finally find the cap in overtime. Or Nuss that probably just completely shuts down that initial push. Sayaplayer finds the hit in, but the biotic grenade's there, and Cocco stays alive even through the pulse bomb. Finally, though, the chase comes through, and Hoon will finish him off. Attack visor, the nano visor actually out here from HarryHook as he's getting jumped on from behind, will be taken down. Just way too many members just trying to get as much damage in as he possibly could. But Athena is now in onto the point. They have the first tick, and it might just be the cap.
Yeah, Looks like it will be Athena going to take this. EnVyUs not ready to contest. Taimou has EMP though. Not going to use it. Just sneaks into the back. There's no one to pair with his EMP. He just gets taken out. So will we see the miracle push here in overtime from Athena? EnVyUs already made that happen. But with the long delay here and the successful Sombra this time, feels like the cards are stacked against Athena. But we've seen it happen once, so I don't want to call this one early.
They have a couple things ready to go. Chips yet again moving over onto that Zenyatta. Will not have a Transcendence, and that Dragon Blade is still there for Libero, so he's going to be very vulnerable. That comes down on the Sayaplayer as he is caught out in the back, but already halfway on this push is Athena in overtime, trying to make this work. Taimou still has the EMP.
Going to be about that EMP too. It looks like Taimou's on the Sayaplayer hunt with his positioning so far. There he goes.
Yes, Sayaplayer goes down. Taimou works his way in, drops it down, and pulse bomb finds Alpha. The self-destruct knocks Hoon out of the mech, but Libero with the Dragon Blade finishes off HarryHook, finds Chips, but he needs much, much more than that. Loses the blade, will get taken out, and that's going to be it. EnVyUs tying up the series 1-1 as they win on Numbani.
So important that Taimou actually held on to that here. Looking for sustainability in the push. Already spotted here. There's the hook.
Yeah, the hook's out. Discord Room's on him, and Alpha will be taken down right off the bat. Can they snowball off? This is going to be the question. Kris getting jumped on, will be taken out. Hoon's popped out of the mech. That should just be the first cap. Over here to EnVyUs. The hook yet again from Taimou. Taking out Libero, and this might just be one of the fastest caps on Hanamura point A that we've ever seen.
I mean, this could even be an attempted double cap here. They already have the ult advantage with this.
There's not going to be enough snowball for that to happen, but the ult advantage, like you say,
he's going to get picked off here. Nicely done by Harry himself.
Effect is actually on the soldier.
Yeah, it's Effect who slipped on his soldier, which is normally not the case. It's normally Harry himself. So Effect, for the first time this tournament, is playing a different hero than the Tracer.
Yeah, already though, he's getting picked off. Sayaplayer goes down as
Harry.
does. Nice. Transcendence burned out there by Chips, keeping himself alive, but now the Dragon Blade comes out, or could come out from the side of Libero.
They have self-destruct.
They
have self-destruct here, so absolutely a huge tool. This could be the second cap, as the respawns are coming out really slow from Athena.
Nuss going low. Dragon Blade is out here by Libero, finds both the supports yet again, but he will be taken out right off the backside of that. Hoon getting hooked in the Baby Diva, will get taken out. In effect, posturing up on the high ground, is just trying to fire away. The first tick still hasn't come through though for EnVyUs, and they're getting pushed back off this spot at the moment. Self-destruct not going to find any kills as Mickie tries to get back into the mech. Will be able to do so, but Alpha is just playing gatekeeper yet again with the Primal Rage, keeping them fighting his way in behind the squad. Still has that Dragon Blade ready to be drawn out. Chips has already used the Transcendence, so he can just bide his time and then use this right at the end. Jumping in, just trying to get rid of that Zenyatta without having to use the Dragon Blade, and the EMP is going to help him do just that. Chips goes down, and Sayaplayer finds the kill. EnVyUs has traded back quite a bit here onto the side of Athena, keeping them dead as much as possible.
Nuss actually surviving for a while here.
Still losing out.
Mickie 2 health surviving. But yeah, the picks are coming in now for Athena.
Go. Hasn't tossed it out yet.
Primal Rage coming out.
And he's got the Dragon Blade, looking for an opening, and Sayaplayer is actually going to go down. Taimou finds the kill here. Swapped over onto that soldier. Very nice pulse bomb. Just containing Libero into the cubby hole. Will not take him out. And HarryHook goes down. The self-destruct from Hoon finds that kill. Mickie throws out his. Doesn't find anything. Now both supports dead. Dragon Blade out from Libero. Cutting his way to success yet again. As Effect and Taimou both go down. Cocco finished off, and it's all on Mickie. The try to sit in here. He'll get popped out of the mech. They do push it a bit further. 69.1% here for EnVyUs.
But it just wasn't enough.
Athena, though, they get the hold.
They just couldn't get the momentum
to get towards that next molten core, but he's still a ways away.
Trying to get on the high ground there, Chips, or sorry, Harry, unfortunately unable to. Here comes Libero's Dragon Blade. They've been terrifying so far. Gets the single, but is knocked away.
Harry in the tag visor gets smacked off the map. Alpha yet again coming up. Trumps finds the kills, and it seems like EnVyUs are just going to be abandoning this point. They say, you know what, we've held it for long enough. It's a minute on the clock. 5-minute hold, 69% is what we got. I think that we can pull this one off. We will be seeing some swaps coming through here as HarryHook actually moves over to the Zenyatta.
You always want really good so far, and he's had a few accuracy mistakes with it, let's say.
Yeah, saw that already demonstrated. Self-destruct comes through up onto the high ground here.
There's the pulse bomb this time.
Anything yet. Does get rid of Libero, and that's just going to open up the floodgates here for EnVyUs as the kills start spilling in. Kris trying to kite back, keep his teammates alive, but there's a very angry Ape on top of it.
Dives in and So he goes down, and 2 ultimates again missing for Meta Athena. They would have nearly had the 6 without it. Kris at 50%.
Pulse Bomb comes through. It has the stick. Triple kill comes through for effect. Sayaplayer, Nuss, and Libero all wiped off the map. Let's make it a quadra as Kris finds the kill. The Penta as Alpha falls. Can he complete it for the team kill? The jump off the map from Hoon.
Let's
take another look at this. Good God, effect finds the angle.
And, you know, I talked about all those ultimates being missing for Meta Athena.
Does have the Transcendence to try to keep he and his squad alive.
Okay, self-destruct
coming through, but it's in the stairwell. Not going to find anything here to kill any members of EnVyUs. Sound barrier comes down. They're going to be pouring down the staircase, wrapping around the backside of the point, trying to find the hit. Effect yet again! Double kill! Sayaplayer and Nuss taken right out of the fight. Self-destruct finds Hoon in the baby diva, and EnVyUs, good lord, just tear through Meta Athena like a hot knife through butter. That's gonna be the hold. That's gonna be match point as they take Hanamura in convincing fashion.
2 amazing plays there from Effect, and the problem with Meta Athena is they went all in on this soon. Effect trying to change this though. The immediate primal rage coming out here for ChangSik.
Oh, Effect kills himself with the pulse bomb. That feels bad.
Yeah, feels bad, man, indeed. He's definitely had a few inconsistent ones this evening. The Sayaplayer is looking for the pick. The Transcendence was used. Dragon Blade coming up right afterwards. He does secure this.
Libero trying to find the kill here. We'll get that final swipe through in on the Taimou, and just like that, with a dash onto Mickie to finish him off, will be the completion onto point A.
It was really about the high ground. Meta Athena struggled to take it for so long, and it was changed when we saw Taimou actually go onto the ground to stop this checkpoint, or else the time bank is going to get a little bit out of control. See what's going to be first. Cocco dives in, nearly has the primal rage, wants to accrue that here.
They get rid of Nuss, attack visor yet again. The nano visor is out, but Libero straight into his face, cuts him down. But still, Effect coming up, comes out with that kill, takes out Hoon with that pulse bomb, follows up for ChangSik yet again.
He gets a triple there.
Taken out, yeah, and he just, Effect is just ripping his way through.
Had that unfortunate pulse bomb earlier.
Now that Discord Orb coming through onto Cocco as he tries to keep himself alive, leaps to the other side. Meanwhile, Nanovisor's out as ChangSik goes down. Taimou just firing away yet again. Defense Matrix there from Hoon to try to mitigate a lot more of that damage coming out.
Though.
He'll go down. Yeah, they find the pick in on a Sayaplayer. Taimou finding that one. The Helix Rocket's actually not even required to come up with that. They'll just go down from the shots from the auto attacks. Payload is moving up. Kris is trying to sneak this one along.
Yeah, he's trying to.
Getting back in onto that. Mech will be booping him off the point. Libero, Dragon Blade needs to be the trump card here for their success to get this completed. It's now into overtime. Mickie just trying to push them off as best as possible. ChangSik goes down. Didn't have a primal rage to try to buy more time for themselves. Overwatch is taking down. Dragon Blade dragged out. Chips will find the kill with the biotic grenade, and that's going to be it. 89 meters from point A is how far Meta Athena will make it. And now Envy, all they need to do is effectively Effect. Actually, surprisingly giving away his positioning. Will be dashing in, trying to find a kill in on the ChangSik, who has been proven to be the weak member. Throws out the pulse bomb, finds Kris with it. Cocco goes down, but ChangSik and Hoon both going down as he gets popped out of that mech. Harry has the boop to kill him, and Taimou looking for that final shot on the Libero. Won't quite find it, but Harry's there to pick up the pieces, and point A has already been achieved. 5 minutes and 5 seconds now on the clock here for EnVyUs. 89.3 meters, all that they...
Oh, Taimou looking for picks here. The self-destruct comes out first, actually, for Mickie.
Keeps himself safe, dashes away, and Nutt's going to be the first one that goes down. Cocco leaps in, finds the kill. Taimou eventually gets rid of the Genji. Effect goes down to the self-destruct by Hoon, but there's still such a man advantage here for EnVyUs. Now with that sound barrier down, just mitigating all the DPS output coming through from the side of Meta Athena. I mean, just get picked off as ChangSik leaps his way back in, but Sayaplayer goes down. One of the biggest delay tactics that Meta has available for them is taken out, and now the Discord Orb here onto the monkeys. He just desperately tries to leap in. Will be safe, but it's at the cost of the Transcendence, and there's still 3 minutes 15 on the clock here for EnVyUs. So even if they don't get it on this push, it's so likely that they get on the next one because it's only 6 meters left to go.
Miracle hold here so far for Meta Athena. Effect does pick off ChangSik on his way out. Close call there.
I mean, it had a little bit of distance from the rollback, so they actually pretty much tie up where it was before that fight was lost.
Oh, again! And this is, man, you probably just don't even want to try to pick him off at this point.
I would just leave Taimou alone if I was Sayaplayer. Yet again, the flashbang comes through, the headshot registers, and the team-wide nearly completed. That should be it. Libero booped off. There it is. EnVyUs find the victory, 3-1 as they win on Dorado. They're going to be moving on to the final match of the group.